Hi, welcome, or should I say welcome back to MomCave Live. For those of you that made it over to this link, congratulations. We had a bit of technical difficulty with our first try at this because Google Hangouts is like hard to figure out. But we are back and we have some great guests this week. Our topic is lice and other gross things moms have to deal with.
Yay!
Yay! And these two ladies made a web series called 47 Secrets to a Younger You, which is really funny. Check it out on YouTube. And they inspired this topic by one of their episodes. Can you guys tell us, like, what inspired the episode?
Oh, well, we unfortunately have been through lots of lice.
Yeah.
And together, like, because...
Together.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we share everything.
We wrote this show about two friends who live in the same building, and we actually are two friends who live in the same building. So although there are many things about our characters' lives that parallel ours and several things that are different, one thing that really is true is that if my kids get lice, Laura's kids will get lice, and vice versa. Yeah. So we've passed those around a few times. We brought them with us to Florida for a Harry Potter World trip.
We did.
Yeah. A couple, let's see, not this most recent New Year's, but the New Year's before, my husband and I were set to go out on a date for New Year's Eve. But my son shrieked from the other room, "Mom, what's this?" And we come in and he's like, and
oh no,
they were
so
literally
gross.
He's the little boy in the series, and I don't know, who has the lot of curly hair. So that was
her kids and Rohana
horrifying and disgusting.
Particularly bad hair for lice.
Yeah.
This is not good lice hair. This is bad lice hair.
I'm gonna just get on record that I don't think any hair is good lice hair, but
that's
curly hair is the worst.
And we really have tried some of those. I know, less than typical techniques of like trying a headlamp, holding a flashlight in your mouth, just trying any possible way to see them and make sure they're really all gone so you don't have to.
And Rohana has actually had to nitpick my head for me too.
That is true friendship.
Right, exactly.
She had to, like,
primates
she had to like
do.
pick my like very primate.
But I did not eat them.
No.
You're not that close.
But I'm a vegetarian. So.
Nice. Well, I think it would be a particularly disgusting thing to have to deal with lice. I haven't had that yet. Knock on laptop.
How old is your, how old?
My oldest is 5.
Okay. So you're in the zone.
I'm in the total zone, the school zone where they're like
school.
Yeah, they're like puppies where they play and they just like roll all over each other.
And it's like musical chairs because whichever parent owns up and lets the other parents know that their kid has lice, it therefore becomes you who brought the lice to everyone else. Not that you're taught it from someone else, but that you've given lice to the school. So.
Oh, that has to be the worst. I think that whoever does own up to it should get like special credit for that, for being like the mom with balls that can admit that her kids got lice.
Right. Yeah. So everyone knows you can like check your kid's head, bring bags to school, douse them in tea tree oil, just soak them in tea tree oil before you send them off.
And hot all the day for a long time. Don't just say I did it once, I'm done.
Now, does it get into like your mattress or your towels?
Yeah. Well,
not really. It's possible, but it's not likely.
You have to end up washing everything anyway.
With lice, they can't really live off of a human host. Isn't that a delightful thought? For an extended period. So they're not going to be like, all over your whole house. The catch is they're small and you don't know which part they are over. So, pillowcases, hats.
And the stuffed animals are the worst because the kids are always snuggling with their stuffed animals. And so many plushy things that they can. We just took all the stuffed animals and throw them in a big garbage bag and like they're going quarantine and like you don't get to play with those for 2 weeks. They're in jail. They're in stuffed.
Oh no!
I threw mine in the dryer.
Yeah, exactly. Throw them in the dryer, everything, and
So as the non-initiated person here, it sounds like it's gross enough that they have lice, that you have to do like the whole head picking and all that, but now you have to clean your entire house.
Right. Which is the classic insult to injury.
And you start to seeing little hairs everywhere. Like I didn't know that my hairs were everywhere. There's just they look like evil little, you know.
Yeah.
Right. You know, death. I don't know.
It's like the gross inside the gross.
Yeah. Speaking of gross and hairs everywhere, did you guys have the thing where after you had your kids, like the hair falling out?
Actually, I had the opposite.
Really?
My hair grew in thicker and curlier after I had kids.
You are so lucky. I'm in this stage right now with a 6-month-old where my hairs are everywhere. It is so disgusting.
Oh, really?
Well, that's one thing we were thinking about, since you have different ages than we do. Laura has 14 and 11, and I have 12 and 10. That the gross doesn't go away.
No.
It changes. You get different stages of gross. You know, the obvious diaper-related gross that is the tiny babies, but then they just come up with new gross, and then they also become grossed out by you. So you can, be humiliated by your own body, yet still they'll come into the bathroom. They'll come in, tell you you're gross, but they won't stay out.
Do they ever stop coming into the bathroom?
Yes, I think my son has stopped coming into the bathroom.
I think it's when they get to the age where they start being a little embarrassed about themselves.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then they want to give you a little more space.
I hope so.
Yeah, my daughter, it's funny. She doesn't want me to come in if she's in there, but she doesn't mind barging. They like to do the knock. You say, who is it? And they just come in.
Oh, this is knocks. Mine's just come right in.
Come in. Yeah. I know. Yeah, that's terrible.
And they now know the trick with it's just the simple sort of button lock. So they take the butter knife and they can bust on it.
Your kids pick your lock.
They're picking the bathroom lock to bug mom in the bathroom.
Right.
Can I just take a shit in privacy?
Right. It's the only place in the house where there's
I've got a book in 10 minutes. Please.
I know. No. That's one of the most shocking things about motherhood, that I think it's been 5 years since I've taken a shit alone. It's really not fair.
It is. That's another level of gross, right? You just have to let go of any type of, societal niceness, anything that you might normally have thought is, this is a me thing. Nobody else needs to know about this part of me. Now, everybody gets to know about it.
Oh.
Yeah. If I had toys in the bathroom, I'm just like, whatever, just put toys on the floor, you're going to come in.
At least be quiet when you come in.
Right. Don't make me, read your book to you or something.
You should be able to read your own book when you're on the toilet. That's what the toilet's for.
But then, and speaking of, gross, but then you have to say, okay, why this is more gross or not, I don't know, but you can bring in a book, but not an iPad with the touch screen.
Oh,
why is the iPad touchscreen more gross than the book? I don't know. But somehow it just seems it seems grosser. For 100 years, people keep magazines or whatever in the bathroom, and we're
That's a great point.
Small, but not like a swipey screen. So
no, I don't do the swipey screen. It does seem grosser for some reason. So, okay, we've covered lice. We've covered shitting with your children watching. Does anyone else have a particularly gross other thing?
No.
So much. Oh, I thought of a gross thing. I just told from the day I came over and told this. What happened when my son was little, and I was going to work on a really tiny, crappy film, like a short film. Mm-hmm. And I was still nursing it, but not very much, maybe once or twice a day. I didn't think about it when I went on this shoot, and I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go do this thing and come home. And so 14 hours later, we're shooting the last scene of the day, which happened to be the make-out sex scene.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, and I was not prepared for this, and I was the shot was behind me, so it's at my back, right? Not, the camera's not looking at my chest, but the other actor was. I'm sitting on top of him, and he's got to look at me in the chest, and I was like, I don't know how to tell you this, but if you see something come out of my nipples.
And then I was like,
it's just milk. Like, that freaks me out more. Like,
that's the lady equivalent of a pearl necklace.
Leche. Right. The poor actor. I think that like messed. I shouldn't have said anything because I think he was just thinking about that.
And again, like, it's milk. Why should that be gross?
Right.
But it was gross.
It's gross to like young guy actors who haven't had kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Get it all. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I have an actor milk story.
Your actors.
Yeah. So I too was working on an industrial, and I was breastfeeding still, and again, end of the day, and all of a sudden I'm like in pain. I'm engorged. I didn't bring a pump. So I went into the bathroom, and I just started hand expressing milk into the sink.
It's like,
just like the producers walked in.
Yeah, expressing is hard. That's not an easy thing.
No, that's a talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then a producer walked in, and I was humiliated.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right. That's the other thing I was thinking. We're thinking about gross. There's the gross kid stuff, and then the gross stuff that happens to you.
Oh.
So it's like spreading the gross all over.
Plus, I don't know about you. The older I get, the grosser I get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've just taken to, like, you know, the kids come and see what I'm doing in the bathroom, but I don't want to see. I don't want to look in the mirror.
No.
I don't want to know what's happening with, like, the veins behind my knees. I don't want to know about any of that stuff.
I have a big mirror in my bathroom. I have to close it when I get out of the shower.
Right,
exactly. I'm like in denial.
I like it.
And I'm leaving my glasses off. So I'm blurry. Everything's blurry. The mirror's
it's like
closed.
A nice soft focus.
Yeah, yes. I look so much better without my glasses. I moved 6 months ago, and I did not bring a full-length mirror because it was like attached in the old apartment. I'm like, oh, I'll just buy another one when I moved. I haven't bought one yet, and I don't think I'm going to. I have no idea what's going on down here. I don't know what it looks like from here up.
Right.
That's funny.
No one wants to know. Okay, so you guys, can you tell everyone where they can see your show?
Sure. Yeah. On YouTube.
You can see it on YouTube, and also on our website. It's easy to remember. It's www.47secrets.com. I made a little visual aid.
Nice.
So it's 47 secrets with the 47 as numbers, not spelled out. And that links you into YouTube, which is youtube.com/c/47 secrets to a younger you. So
check it out. It's really funny.
Very.
Yeah, so let me just talk about our giveaway for this week really quickly. Yeah. To go along with our gross theme.
Are you giving away $1.5 billion?
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I'd buy a nanny. But anyway, one of the gross things that we haven't talked about is snot. There's so much snot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
little bulbs that you get that you didn't even know existed until you.
Yes. But those things do not work so great, and I have found something that does.
Awesome.
It looks like this. Can you see? Wow. Anyway, this is an automatic nasal aspirator, battery operated.
It's a nose vacuum cleaner.
Yes. This is a nose vacuum. Wait. It can double as something else, perhaps, but it works great for snot.
Jen, I thought this was like the gross show, not the sex show, Jen.
Right, exactly.
But that becomes gross too.
That's another show, you guys. But anyway, if you want to win a nasal aspirator nose vacuum that works really well, just enter below this video or on our blog, MomCaveTV.com. And we'll do a show about all that other stuff another time, for sure. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Dina. Bye.
Thanks. See you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.